Live from the local station, News 4 Jax starts now.
School bus drivers frustrated. They want to be included in the same group as teachers when it's their time to get the COVID vaccine here in Jacksonville.
It's not fair, because, I know they're in school for so many hours, but it's an open space. The school bus is a closed-in space, and there's kids right up on you most of the time.
News 4 Jax spoke with Governor DeSantis today about the bus drivers' concerns.
Next week, law enforcement, firefighters, and teachers can get the vaccine at a new federal site at Gateway Mall. News 4 Jax reporters Kelly Wiley and Jim Piggott are continuing our coverage of the pandemic at 6 o'clock. We begin with Kelly, who spoke with bus drivers who are upset. Kelly.
Yeah, the word that I'm hearing when I'm talking to the school bus union here in Jacksonville is unfair. They think that they have just as much contact in a smaller space with these students, yet they're still not being given that same access to some of the mitigating tools that teachers will have when these federal sites come up.
Daisy Mejia used to drive a school bus for Duval County schools, but at 50 years old, she retired. She says because of the COVID-19 pandemic.
There were too many questions and not enough answers. As far as driving the school bus with the children, are they going to be wearing masks? Am I going to be safe? I don't want to bring anything home to my grandkids and my family.
Now Governor Ron DeSantis says the 4 new federal vaccination sites coming to Florida cities in March, including Jacksonville, will also allow for law enforcement and classroom teachers to get shots too. Left out are school support staff and school bus drivers. Rebecca Cardona is the business manager of the school bus union in Jacksonville.
The drivers and monitors, for a large portion of students, they're the first face-to-face contact and the last face-to-face contact for a child for their educational day. And they have just as much risk to exposure as a teacher in the classroom, if not more, because of the enclosed small space.
School districts in Northeast Florida have not specifically disclosed the amount of bus drivers who test positive for COVID-19. But in Clay County, the family of a 66-year-old bus driver, Gail Brousseau, says she died after contracting COVID-19 at the start of the school year. Today, at a news conference in Jacksonville, Governor DeSantis said he would consider making other school staff eligible for the vaccine at federal sites.
Yeah, no, that'd be something we'd be open to for sure. At the end of the day, figure out who those folks are that have the contact, the classroom teachers, although the infection rates for them have been very low.
Mejia says she doesn't regret her decision to not return. She says she worries, though, for her former colleagues.
It's hard some days for the drivers, especially when you hear that so many drivers tested positive.
And we did reach out to one of the large carriers, the large groups that employs bus drivers, that Student Transportation of America. We asked them, one, how they've been pushing, or if they've been pushing to the state to get their bus drivers vaccinated. And also we asked for numbers, the count of how many school bus drivers have been infected or had to quarantine this school year. We have not heard back yet. But to have some context for all of this, you'll remember in the beginning of the school year when the school district was talking about what COVID-19 protocols they were putting in place, like masks, social distancing within schools. We heard the superintendent say it was just not feasible to do social distancing on the school bus because of the volume of students and because of the bus size. So that's some of the challenges that these school bus drivers have had to deal with this school year. Reporting live in Jacksonville, Kelly Wiley, Channel 4, the local station.